Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we'll be discussing about how to live a meaningful life. Meaningful life is nothing but a psychological phenomena which defines like a construct where living a life with purpose, significance, satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. To put it in simple words, when you start adding value from your end to other people's life, your life start becoming significant and it gets a different flair of meaning to it. To simplify this overall concept to you, I would like to use the power of three. So the three ways to live meaningful life is: first, find your purpose; second, add small meaning to other people's life; and third, legacy. Let's see one by one indeed. Number one is finding a purpose. Now we all know finding a purpose in life has become a very critical element for everyone, where whenever you are there in the daily routine, you realize that what is the larger picture of why I'm present into this world. It is nothing but determination of the why about doing what you are doing and what kind of value addition it is going to give to the society. Truly, identification of purpose can only happen when you take a deep dive inwards to understand who you really are and at what capacity you can add value to other people's life. Let's understand, if your bucket is full with water, then only and only then you can give the water to someone else. With an empty bucket, you cannot really do anything. Finding purpose is on the similar ground. When we take an inward journey to understand who we are, and what we are best at, whatever you are best at is something that can be added value to others. It can be as simple as probably your training. It can be as simple as passing on to your expertise. It can be as simple as sharing with your knowledge so that maximum people can get benefit out of it. Nowadays, you must have seen a lot of people, especially after 40s and 45, having a successful career, probably working at a position of a director or a vice president. They go and attach themselves to a lot of NGOs. Some people who are connected to animal more will go and join the NGOs which feed the stray dogs. Some people who believe that they have knowledge and expertise will go and join themselves with the organization which actually provides, let's say, education to underprivileged kids. Those people who have a deep meaning inside and a lot of care towards food will go and join an organization where or an NGO or get associated with an NGO where they feed the underprivileged kids. So you have a lot of areas where you can actually go ahead and contribute without any intentions in mind. The only intention that you go ahead by doing these activities is the self satisfaction, the happiness, and the fulfillment that you are living at. So once you are full with certain element, we can actually go ahead and pass it on the benefits to others who have not got it, unfortunately. These elements, these kind of steps will help you understand your true calling and your true purpose. The simple strategy in which I have found my purpose and I recommend my friends also who are in search of this meaningful life is go and identify that one task that you are ready to do free of cost throughout your life without any expectations of returns. If you can find that one thing, it will help you to actually get the inner satisfaction and the fulfillment and the happiness that you are looking at. Because when there are no expectations of return from anyone or from any process or from any company or whatever it is, when there's no expectation of return, your actions become more spiritual in nature. They become more inward out, and you keep doing things without expecting any sort of a reward or recognition for that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a true way, or is it one of the best way to find the purpose of your life. It is not easy. It is not something that you're going to find the next day. To keep working towards it, to do multiple tasks, and one fine day, I guarantee you and I promise you, if you keep doing these things, one day you will find out that one thing that you are ready to do free of cost without any expectation, and that's your purpose. Number two is making difference in others' life. It is nothing but an impact that you create to other persons or other people so that the values can be transferred. Now, When we are looking at adding value to people's life, it is a very broad term, and it is a term where people often get confused, like what value they can add to people's life. Now, adding value to people's life doesn't mean charity. Adding value to people's life doesn't mean philanthropy. Adding value to people's life can be as simple as having a conversation with a person who is frustrated about a certain task. Adding value to people's life, it is about having probably a conversation with your family to help them gain clarity into certain things. Adding value is nothing that you are giving from your end, so don't be under that false perception. Treat yourself as a catalyst where they were deserving that value to be added. It has just gone through you. Ladies and gentlemen, if we try to add value to people's life with the expectation of lot of recognition and reward, that they're going to respect that particular thing, then certainly at certain point of time, you will realize that we are getting selfish towards it. We are demanding or we are getting pricey towards it. We may not charge anything for it, but somewhere or the other, the expectations are leading to less of kindness inside you, less of compassion towards you, and more of a transactional agreement. Adding value to people's life has to be done without any expectations. We add to people's life in a business scenario, it's a different ball game, because that is where you are not doing it only transactionally, but you are ensuring that the value is delivered more than what you have charged. Now that more is what we are talking about, is that real true sense of the value that you add to people's life. Adding value in small capacity or in large capacity, depending upon the personality you are, depending upon the circumstances that you go through. Even Mukesh Ambani is adding values to people's life. Reliance Group is adding value to people's life. And someone who is feeding the beggar is also adding value to people's life. So it's not about the task, it is about the willingness that you have to do certain things. One thing, small thing, minute thing, with right intentions to ensure that the person gets what he is looking at in terms of a value. Sitting across a table with your friend, sipping a cup of coffee, helping him understand a little bit of clarity in his life, to uplift him in his relationship, is also adding values to people's life. Try doing this and understand the kind of small happiness that it gives you. It's remarkable. Number 3 is build your legacy. Now, not everyone is as lucky as successful entrepreneurs of unicorn to impact probably lakhs of people in and around them or thousands of people in and around them. It is about building or stamping the future generation which is coming in with your value addition to be done in their life. In business, the legacy is easily measurable, but in general life, what people pass on to their legacy is to their kids. What we do and what we pass on matters a lot. Are you passing on the wealth that you have built for yourself by struggling yourself to your next generation as part of a legacy? Think over it. Or do you want to pass on the legacy of real thoughts, value system and belief system, and in short sanskars that can help these people or the coming generation to build something massive and pass it on to other generations in coming time? What is it that your kids are valuing yourself the most for, or what is that your colleagues are valuing you for the most for? It is for the help that you have given you, it is the financial support that he has given you, or it is an education, empowerment and a mindset transformational stuff that you have given him or her in your future generations or in your job premise also, which people are remembering for. We are there in this world for a limited time. What we do in this limited time is what matters. So when we will say bye-bye to this world, the people in and around us, 100,000, 1 lakh, depending upon whatever impact you have had, what are they remembering you for? And that is your legacy. Do you want to get remembered only for the tangible things that you have passed on to the next generation? Or you want to be remembered for the value system, for the thought process, for the growth mindset that you have given? In professional life, the equation is same. What is it when you leave the company and probably go and join some other task or do some other company? The colleagues that you are working with us, what are they remembering you for? Are they remembering you for a great individuality who has contributed to the success, who has helped people, who has added meaning to their life? Is this what you are remembered for? Or you have been remembered for the negative aspects that you have probably created? Whatever we do doesn't have impact only today and tomorrow, but it has an impact in the minds of people in the coming time, in the future generations. Legacy creation is not easy, but legacy creation is worth it if you truly realize how to go about it, what is the process behind it, and how you can add the value to this upcoming generations after generations so that they can remember you as a legend. Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen three techniques which looks very simple, but it is tough to do to have a meaningful life. Living a meaningful life might be 10 times or 100 times more difficult than what you are thinking about. But let me tell you, it is 1,000 times more worth it if you could strike and if you could understand the purpose, passing on the legacy and adding values to people's lives. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you have loved the content. Let me know which is that one step you would like to begin with. Either it is adding value, either it is building a legacy, or it is finding the purpose. If you need help in any of these, just comment in the comment box and I will try to interact with you and let's see if I can help you out something to take a baby step towards the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Prathamesh Veling signing off until we meet next.